Oh,
All right, well, I'm gonna bounce.
All
See
right.
you tomorrow morning.
Okay, bro.
8 o'clock. Good luck, you guys.
See you
How's it
later.
going?
Close.
That's fine right there because
Yeah.
nobody else is here. So.
Boogie.
You're scary still.
AJ, shout out the Spirit Chasers.
All right. So can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? I don't even. We're using production room 1. We're not even in the actual studio right now. So I think that we're. Let me just check it out. Oh, I had it. All right, tomorrow morning. Okay, bro. 8 o'clock. Not even in the actual. There we are. All right, so we're in there. Studio right now. So I'm gonna, before you guys don't go anywhere, I want to go ahead and share this around a little bit so people can see what we're doing and what we're actually talking about. It's going to be a lot of fun, I'll tell you that.
See, I gotta find it. There it is.
Da-da-da. So don't go anywhere, guys. Hold on.
Were you sharing it?
Yep.
I'll share it on the team page,
Oh, absolutely.
and then I'll share it on my page.
All right. So here's something that just kind of came up all of a sudden, and it was something that wasn't planned, and there's actually a fun story behind this too. Just so you know who's joining me right now, we have Daniel and Christine Peer from.
The Connecticut Paranormal Research Team.
All right. They're ghost hunters. You know, just so you know. Right?
yep.
All right.
Real ghost hunters.
Real ghost hunters. All right. So that's what these folks do, amongst other things. But is that like your fun thing to do, or is it?
It's pretty much almost like a full-time job.
Okay.
Like we spend
We don't get paid though.
numerous
Yeah, neither do
hours.
I. Neither do I. So I guess we're all good there.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, because we all understand what it means to have no budget.
It's just a passion of ours that we've kind of incorporated in over 30 years worth. So
Yeah. So what had happened is one of their associates, who's a stalker, as a matter of fact, her name is Kimberly. She sends me a message via Facebook yesterday saying, "Hey, there's this event that's coming up. Want to know if you guys want to take part." Here I am, and then she put NH. So I'm thinking, oh, it's in New Hampshire. So I went home and I talked to Melissa, and I'm telling her, yeah, it's going to be in New Hampshire. We got to go there, and we're going to go with the Connecticut Paranormal Research Team. And I told her the name of the place, and she goes, "That's hella haunted." So, all right. So now here I am thinking it's going to be in New Hampshire. Well, I found out, long story short, it wasn't in New Hampshire. It's really going to be right here in Connecticut. So we kind of put together a program pretty quick. It came together pretty fast.
Yeah.
Actually, a
Like
couple of
within
conversations.
less than 24 hours, and we're sitting here
I know.
now.
So I'm gonna let you guys, because it's really your event, but we're gonna be doing something on Saturday, and go ahead and let us know what's going to be happening live streamed on Saturday night.
So we're gonna have Mike probably screaming out the door. So what's happening is that we are actually putting together another episode, a live episode of CTPRT Live, and it's based on the Connecticut Paranormal Research Team and Spirit Chasers Paranormal out of Southern New Hampshire. Two teams that we've been doing investigations together for quite a while.
a decade, actually.
Oh my, yeah, it has been.
It's been a
Jeez.
decade.
So what we will be doing on Saturday night is we will be investigating Captain Grant's in Preston, Connecticut. And it's a known haunted location. Many years of documented hauntings. TV shows have been there. I believe the last one that was there was Jack Osborne.
Yes, from the
Yeah.
portals of hell.
So
That's what happens when you live with Ozzy. The portals of hell.
so as I said before, many TV shows have been there. Many stories have been written up on the location. Again, if you Google Captain Grant's Preston, Connecticut, a lot of articles, a lot of newspaper articles, a lot of Facebook groups, TV shows have been there. So
This is actually this will be our third live investigation from this location.
will it? Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yep. But
So what are some things that have happened at Captain Grant while you guys have been there?
endless nights of no sleep. No, Captain Grant's is absolutely amazing. Some things that we have had, we were actually live on location, broadcasting for a internet news crew. And during our broadcast, we didn't hear it while we were in one of the rooms. And it sounded like a little girl. The kicker here is that the two ladies from the news crew that were right outside the door
I was with them.
heard it.
We heard it with our own ears.
Heard it with our own ears.
This is
and
a
at
little girl.
Captain Grant's where
Right.
we're going
Yep.
Saturday.
And they
Yeah. Oh,
actually
great.
brought a dog with them because how animals are affected by hauntings. So the dog reacted to it on our cameras.
Yep. And we originally thought maybe it was the dog, but the more we raised the volume, we actually realized it actually sounds like a little girl.
Is that one of those that you sent me when we first got together in the morning? When you
Yeah,
sent one of
yeah,
the
it was. That was the
audio,
video.
the
Yep,
audios? Okay.
yep, it
Oh,
was.
The
Well-
EMPs, right?
EVPs.
You're gonna do great.
Is that one of those TCBYs?
You're going to do fine. We'll get you all the acronyms by Saturday.
We've
Yeah.
also in the middle of the night. Now the upstairs attic is not.
Oh, yeah.
At the time when we were there was not finished, and in the middle of the night, you'll actually sounds like somebody's walking up there with boots on, like heavy boots, walking across the attic, and it doesn't even have a full floor.
So
Hmm.
get ready, Mike.
So
Phantom
this
footsteps.
is not going to be one of those things where the Scooby Doo van's going to show up in Velma. I hope Velma shows up. She's pretty hot. Yeah. Get that. Never mind.
It's that sweater.
That's it. Yeah, that sweater. But and then we're not going to unmask somebody at the end. And go, oh, Mr. Joe.
I know.
It's not going to be like that, right? It's
No.
not what this is.
No, this is actually going to be actual live broadcasted, real paranormal investigating. You guys are going to get every bit of evidence that we get, including all the, let's just say, possibly boring parts, because real investigating everything just doesn't happen overnight.
I'm glad you brought that up because there are lots of TV shows that you can watch, and they only show you the parts where things get very, very exciting, right? That's not how it is. It can be painstaking, can it
Right.
not?
Or painful.
And going off of that, because I've actually filmed on quite a few TV shows, and when we're filming an actual TV show, you're on set or at the location for at least a good 2 weeks on some of these
Right.
these shows, and you're only getting a 25-minute episode, and for 2 weeks, 14, 16 hours a day, you're literally trying to capture evidence and hoping you can capture it just to get that 25 minutes of proof of something going on.
So, like for example, Taps, when that show was on, they'd be there for a long time.
Yeah.
Before they would actually be able to have enough footage to actually put a show together.
Yep.
So the nice thing is that the folks that watch on Saturday night, they'll be able to see everything as it happens,
Right.
and you'll know just as soon as they hear it or we hear it or
Right.
whatever.
And then
We-
they can let us know if they're seeing something, because we might not be able to see it with our own eyes because it's being
Yeah.
captured on the cameras.
That's pretty cool too, because that I'm glad you mentioned that. The experience for anybody that watches the event is going to be completely interactive. So if you want to go ahead and chat in the various chat rooms, so somebody just put something up there. I hope you're not a troll. Really hope you're not a troll. Oh no. He just put up something. October 2015. Thank you, Brian. Put up. There's a link there about Captain Grant's,
Mhm.
and you can take a look about the place. And so, thank you, Brian, for putting that up.
That was pretty
Yeah,
quick
the
too.
place-
That was pretty
Yeah,
quick, and that's what I mean about
that's impressive.
interactive.
Yeah.
And the place is, I mean, it's truly amazing. It's a beautiful location. The hospitality of the owners, Carol and Ted, are phenomenal.
They've
The
got
food is
yeah.
is amazing, and the grounds are just
There
breathtaking.
is a graveyard
yes.
in the back.
So
property.
hopefully we'll be able to actually stream
I'm not
from that-
sure.
from out this, because the
We're
graveyard
going to try.
is quite a ways. That's the house
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I want to
Mustard
try to
color
find
one.
something that I can show. That's it right there, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It's been on Travel Channel.
Oh,
It's
my
been on
goodness.
been on a lot of TV shows.
So let's see. I can share this here. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, even if you're not into the paranormal, I highly recommending
Yeah.
a nice
It's-
little getaway that's close and it's not far to get to, close to the casinos, and your experience.
And that's
You'll want to go back.
that's one thing I do want to point out. And Christine's saying this location is not intentionally geared for paranormal investigation.
No.
This location is a bed and breakfast that is specifically also to book for around the area for events that you may be
Mhm.
going to around the area. A lot of
Right.
people book this place for the casino. And honestly, I know we're pitching this hotel, this bed and breakfast right now, but if you stay there, you'll know what
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 we are
mean.
and we're not. I mean, you're making good points.
Yeah.
About what
Yeah,
this is. So.
it wasn't meant to be in the, it just kind of like guests just started saying, hey,
Having
you know,
situation. Well, yeah.
was there a little girl running around in the building in the middle of the night? And they're like,
Mhm.
none of the guests here have children.
So this
So people
was
have actually experienced
this
seeing
this
kids.
place is absolutely amazing. We've stayed there almost a handful of times so far.
Yeah, I used to
Um,
go every year for my birthday.
and it's the place itself is just immaculate. The hospitality is absolutely wonderful, and they're always willing to tell a story or two if you ask them.
Well, I think that is pretty cool. The other cool part is that we're going to have the entire place.
Yes.
So we'll be able to come and go, in different areas. Soon if we hear something or you guys hear something,
Yep.
You can get right to it.
Well, the really interesting thing is that what we hear, the people who are watching are going to hear. We use the same
And
The
it's
same-
for the people you're talking about that are on the stream.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
The
same
The viewers
recorders.
are more or less going to be reviewing our evidence for us.
Yep. the same recorders
And
that
it's
we
live-
use
live.
Yeah.
are the same recorders we use during our investigations is the same recorders that go through the audio feed into our broadcaster. So they will actually hear the same exact thing we hear in those rooms.
So just so you know, we're going to be doing a live broadcast. We're going to be doing it on the SNS and YouTube page, and of course on Facebook. You're going to be doing it on the CTPRT page.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Both Facebook and your website as well.
And,
Yep.
and hopefully through
YouTube.
Twitch. And
Hopefully through
YouTube.
Twitch. Yep.
So there are going to be plenty of viewing options. Alicia says, "I want to go." Love to have you there, Alicia. I'd love to have you and Jeremy there, but unfortunately, it's we're
Yeah,
there's-
we
there's
will.
no room in the inn.
We will.
So, sorry.
We'll see
Or the next
maybe
one,
in the
she
future.
says.
Yeah, maybe in the future we have a lot of people. Not a lot of people, but like a
Yeah.
good amount. We've actually have. I think it's basically couples per room, in a way. So what we did is that we rented out the whole
I
location.
don't want the kids' room.
He doesn't know which kid's room.
I have no idea. I have
So-
no idea.
He would we want to make Mike a part of this as
I'm
much as we're a
wanting
part
to.
of this.
And
Yes.
Melissa has too. She loves this stuff. And the other and I know Melissa's if Melissa's even watching right now, put Mike in the kids' room. Put Mike in the doghouse is really what she's saying. Yeah, I know her two daughters would just, would enjoy this as well. What I'm saying is that there's so many
Well, they'll
people
be able
that-
to watch it.
Exactly.
They'll, and
And
we're
interact.
and we're gonna.
Yeah. Well, there's so many people that enjoy this type of entertainment, and this isn't taped. It's going to be live, and it's going to be Saturday night, and we're going to start to broadcast right around 9-ish.
Probably around 9 o'clock. Yep. We just need to be able to
Okay.
confirm it with everybody that everybody is available around 9 o'clock. But we'll probably go for
It depends on the
probably
activity.
go for about
'cause
probably about 2 hours, maybe longer, depending on the activity and how everybody's enjoying it on the stream.
Yeah.
Right. 'cause
We have gone nearly 6 to almost 8 hours.
It
once.
just really it depends, I think, on the activity and how drunk we get.
Yeah,
audience.
afterwards. Yeah, that's one thing. If the activity is low, then
Kind of like now. No.
so we always save everything till after the broadcast. But
Well, that's
But-
you. I have different rules in my HR handbook.
don't get me wrong, we actually did do a broadcast, and it was a open event so that everybody knew that we were broadcasting, but we had no clue who the guests were going to be. So this was just as exciting as we were, and everybody showed up, and they were an absolute blast to have during
we had 30 people.
We had 30 people that night. I think we split them up into three separate groups, and we had this large location where it was possible to have all these groups together, separate rooms. No one could hear each other.
Hmm.
So it was perfect. But we had one lady that walked in, and the family,
Melissa's there.
the one lady walked in and had no clue. It turns out their friends played a joke on her. She's deathly afraid. She won't even watch horror movies. And when she came in, she was like, "What's going on? I have to stay here." And they were like 3 hours from home. So like she went down the street, didn't tell anybody. And she went to the bar. She came back. And let me tell you, she was fun. She actually had a wonderful time. Take it in the beginning. The alcohol was taking effect and everything like that. But she had an absolute blast. She was actually one of the most interactive people in the investigation. And may I tell you, 30 people.
Yeah.
Over
she was-
3%, I would say over 75% of them never have done this before. So
Melissa, are you afraid to go to Grant's Inn on Saturday? I think she's more excited.
it's
Just,
the
it's-
anticipation.
It's the anticipation. It's kind of like, well, it's all the unknown.
Mhm.
Well, I remember the last time we were there, we were all sitting in the main dining area at that huge table,
Mhm.
and we could see into the kitchen. And that was the one place we did not put a camera, which we need to get a camera in there this time.
I have many cameras. So I can bring as many cameras as y'all
And of
want.
course, because there was no camera in there, we did not capture it, but we physically watched a glass
Oh,
go across the counter.
that would be so
Yeah.
cool.
And then we heard the water turn on, like somebody was getting a drink and putting
But the
ice in
water
a
wasn't
glass.
running.
That'd
The
be so
water
cool.
was not running. There was nobody else. We were the only ones in the house,
Yep.
but the doors were locked. It was just us.
I
So-
think that would be so cool. You know what I want to do? I want to have a ghost show up and I want to interview them live on the broadcast.
I'm sitting here going, if that really does happen, he's going to lose his mind.
Oh, I would have a blast. Well, you had said, well, there's going to be a piece of video
Yes.
that we're not going to tell them what it is.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
So,
That was
but-
crazy.
Not only are we going to do this broadcast on Saturday, but we're going to try to, spice it up too, during maybe some of the dead spots. Now, no pun intended. Sorry. I just walked into that one. But if something's not happening and we have time,
Yep.
they have some incredible sounds and video that we can play that I think you'll just find extraordinary. But if there is something going on and there's a video being played, we'll come right out of that,
Right.
and go right to the live feed or whatever. So it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be at Grant's Inn Saturday night. The place is sold out, so to speak. There's no room in the inn. We'll be there. I'll be there. Of course, it's actually all with the Connecticut Paranormal Research Team. They're the ones that are putting this on. They invited us. We're along for the ride, but we want to make sure that as many people get to see this and get to know who these folks are and what they do. And I think it's going to be a good
Well, this
time.
actually works out good because we've done a couple
Of the
shows here
Yep.
with you,
And you really wanted
and
us back.
showed some of our evidence and
course.
stuff. So this way, you can actually see how the equipment works, what we actually do.
Because you
and-
brought some stuff in here. I was like, what is this?
right.
Yep. So next time we bring the stuff in here, you'll be like, oh, that's that thing. Oh, that's that thing.
Should I bring I have a really cool digital recorder.
Absolutely.
I'll
Yeah.
bring
Yep.
that. It's got
You got a
stereo
360?
mic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely bring that.
Yeah. I'll show it to you before you leave.
Yep. Yeah. One
So,
of
Unless you're just staying over.
one
We
of
can
our
use you for
investigators.
You know what? You know what? I am not afraid of ghosts.
To a point.
Not afraid. Alicia says, I'll pass the word, send me the link. The link, yeah,
Well,
I'll
it's going to be on this, right?
Yeah, you're
gonna
ascending.
do
right,
it
but
on
I
the
can
air?
set
Okay.
it so that
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can set it up.
I can set it up. So Alicia, anybody that that follows my pages should get the notification of the link. So, all right. So Saturday night, we'll start around 9:00 or so.
It'll,
Well,
it'll
About
definitely be going
9
past
o'clock
midnight.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
And that would be 2 a.m. GMT
Yeah.
the next day if you guys are over in England.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the Twitch side of me. Now I know
know,
the
we
actual
have
a lot of
conversions.
followers
but
over
there
there.
will be people all over the world
Yeah.
that will be in on this. So we'll do that. All right.
Sounds good.
Daniel, Christine, thank you. We'll see you Saturday night. It'll
All
be
right.
exciting.
All right.
Happy hauntings.
Happy holidays. We look forward to having a good time on Saturday night, and we hope you can join us. And also, tell your friends so they can join us too. You can have a little watch party, and we'll have a good time. We'll be able to chat back and forth as well. So, see you Saturday night. Bye.
Bye.